Design to me is a way of life.
It can't just look pretty. Design is really a marriage of function and aesthetic.
Design is art. It has movement, it has color, it has composition, it has a creator.
It's making sure that everything is in its place, beautiful, and ergonomic.
I don't think I ever stop thinking about design. Like, even when I am at home cooking dinner, I still think about what color would be better with that. It's like you constantly think about different, better solutions.
It feels good to serve, and it feels good to master a craft and assemble a group of people to produce a product that everyone can be proud of and they all enjoy the process. That's the spot. That's where Greight Spaces is. For me, it's always been important to build something that'll stand the test of time and to follow the principles in design and architecture and quality products that are made to last. Not necessarily the newest trend, but to be sure we're suggesting something that's tried and true is important.
Every project's different, so every project comes up with some sort of new task, something that I've never heard of that I'm gonna have to figure out. And I like that. I like learning new things all the time, so even if it's a challenge, it's a fun experience.
I have an ability to connect with people and really empathize with them, and the advantage in design for that is being able to kind of get in their head and figure out what it is that they want, because often a client has a direction or an idea of what they like, but they cannot bring that to fruition on their own.
We trying to make just a regular house to be somebody's home, where they create memories, where they raise their kids, where they grow old together. So I feel like there is always a challenge to create that atmosphere and try to understand and listen hard enough for people's wishes to come true.
Early in our relationship with a client, we would determine what type of very specific requests that they have.
The major part is to listen and get to know the client, get to see what they like, their personalities.
I mean, really, initially, when we talk about preferences, we're conceptualizing their project. So if it's their family room and they have particular desires, we're already envisioning the window treatment before we painted or even specified furniture. We approach every project as if it were our own home, and that's critical.
So it's only after you meet William for a session that you really get his authenticity and his desire to really want to help you. And so it's the team's energy and the whole enthusiasm of the team. There are times where I was losing interest, my attention span was gone, and yet they keep me grounded.
You need to feel it, you need to have a passion that that's what they want, and you kind of place yourself in that environment and, okay, does it feel like a house on the beach now?
Sometimes homeowners are taken by that. They think, really, you need to know where I'm gonna sit and where my favorite chair is gonna be? And we think, well, sure you do, because wouldn't you want a lamp there? Wouldn't you want, or didn't you mention that you had a special magazine rack that you wanted to keep in your den, and I want to be sure that that falls in the floor plan.
There's all kinds of different pieces to not only design, but construction. I don't really look at it like a hurdle. It's no aversion to me if they want X, Y, and Z. It's just kind of filling in part of the puzzle, really.
Part of what I do, I think, is totally individual to Greight Spaces. The detail and the accuracy and the catering to a client's needs.
Everyone loves what they do, so have fun doing it. And if we're able to do that, who wouldn't be excited about building a home? We're awful if we rob any homeowner of that excitement. So embracing all of that and having a team that's able to do it and working with the team as closely, because we all have equal value to each project.
I do not understand why would anybody invest over $100,000 or whatever it is for a construction of a home and not have an expert creating results that you're going to love every day you walk into.
Knowing products and speaking to manufacturers is a key point in what we do. But it's more than just online clicking. It's more dealing with people that have used the product, manufacturers that have upgraded. It could be a refrigerator or a new ice maker. Stone is a great example. Stone and the availability of certain marbles and granites change monthly.
You see on some materials, they used to use like granite scraps.
They do their research prior to arriving. They know exactly what they're looking for their clients, and it allows me to assist them in a speedy way that works well for everyone.
We need to know what's better, what will work better for the floors, what kind of new paint there is, what kind of new fabrics there is that, especially in Florida, will not fade out on the sun, for example. So I can, if I'm talking to the client or proposing something to the client, I can back it up.
If it's a cleaner that they're worried about, they should go with a PVD finish.
And PVD?
PVD is an electronically adhered finish and you can't ruin it.
It's something I love to do. It makes my brain juices to flow and it just makes me happy.
We've really embraced the fact that we each have different strong suits. I think it's a window that just opens up greater opportunity.
So, you can pull it up, but you'd have to really pull it up. It's obviously bonded, you know what I mean? But it's mechanical.
Design and build brilliance for me is doing it all right. It's designing it and building it well and built to last.
William likes to come to me with the challenge and the impossible and more detailed. The finishing's a little bit more intricate, but it's always fun projects, and when it's done, they look really nice.
William is very thorough, has an eye for detail, and tries very, very hard to give the owner the ultimate design that they're looking to achieve.
They give me all of the information, and that's why I love working with them, because they go above and beyond. They give me sketches and full-out drawings. The workload for me is so much easier because I can just do what I love.
We're not finding things out at the last minute. We're constantly being updated with plans, with changes, which makes my job and the end project so much more efficient and the client so much happier.
It's a brilliant process, and it finishes for a positive comment. It gleams. People walk in and say, "Well, you've hired a professional." Sure you have, and it shows.
Being creative is one thing, but taking it to its end fruition is really something completely different.
We had an idea of what we wanted, and they kind of made it sort of come true for us. That was really the best result that we could have gotten, I think.
Sometimes you think that client, okay, we paid them, that was just a job. I don't think for Greight Spaces is just a job. We like making a friend that we keep on kind of revisiting and making sure, is everything okay in your house?
It's interesting, but for the client, I have a pursuit of perfection and a pursuit of knowledge. To follow those building trends and to know the products and the insulation and all of the details that are put together to build a home, it's critical, and I enjoy the details as much as I enjoy the final outcome and appearance.